What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? This isn't even my victory, but I just feel so happy and so vindicated because last week was a little premature when I said that this case got dismissed, but today finally we got confirmation. Like, yeah, this was tossed. Well, not the whole suit, just the part about Jay-Z. So let's go ahead and play the intro, and then we'll get right into it, you guys. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody feeling? How everybody living today? What's up? Before I start, I want to say shout out to Shannon. I didn't get a chance to thank her for the Cash App. Now I finally see her, so thank you. But what's up, everybody? Let's go down the list. What's up, Miss Yolanda? How you doing? What's up, JM? Thank you for being here. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Or Single Awareness Day. I'm a part of the Single Awareness Day. But happy V-Day to everybody. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. What's up, V? How you doing? What's up, Inel? Miss Kitty, Purely Plush. Who else we got here? Stephanie. Shout out to our cousin Stephanie. Thank you. I appreciate you. Who else? Cups. What's up, Cups? How you doing? It's nice to see you here. What's up, Tasha? How you doing? All right. And I think I got this streaming on both channels. So the main channel is AT2 and the second one is AT2 Entertainment. So if you're not seeing like your membership, you're probably on the other one. What's up, Winnie? How you doing? What's up, Prue? How you doing? Carla, what's up? Do the right thing. Hello, Denise. Denitria, thank you for holding it down for the mods. Thank you, Denitria. Oh, yeah, her empire is crumbling down now. Yep, it's crumbling. She was banking on this. Remember, don't forget that. She was banking on this. What's up, Ariel? All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So as you guys may or may not know, or you probably heard around, that, the case was dismissed. This is the dismissal right here. Now, the interesting thing is that it did not say Jay-Z's name in it. Oh, that's small as hell. I know y'all. If I can't see it, I know y'all can't see it. Hold on. Yeah. So as I was saying, the interesting thing right here, it didn't say Jay-Z's name, but if you look at the defendant, like he's not listed there at all. Like he's not listed. It's just Sean Combs and all his businesses and everything. So what happened was that Jay-Z had Jay-Z's team, his lawyer, Alex Spiro, and all of them have filed a dismissal. So then the actual plaintiff, which is the 13-year-old accuser, she had to then file her response. And so basically the judge went ahead and approved for it to be dismissed because, again, what they were trying to use, which was the gender motivated crime. I forgot the actual name of the actual law, but it's gender motivated violence, something, right? That's what they were trying to use. But the situation, the alleged situation, happened in 2000. So you couldn't use that same ruling to even file this. So with that being said, Jay-Z was able to get off. Now, some people are saying that it was a technicality. A win is a win. A win is a win. I think after we heard the alleged victim, after we heard her story, we were kind of like, something ain't right about this. And yes, I forgot that part. Thank you, Carla. With prejudice. Yeah. So she can't bring it up again. With prejudice. That's the most, how did I forget that part? With prejudice. So she can't come back. Now, I know there's been rumblings on if the girl did a settlement or something like that. I don't think there was a settlement because you have to remember something. Jay-Z has a open lawsuit with Tony Buzbee. Don't forget that. And so Jay-Z lawsuit is based on this lawyer filing frivolous lawsuits that don't make any sense, calling him a liar and all this stuff. And so then you go back and settle to get this case thrown out. So that just wouldn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I think that they just had to dismiss it. Whether it was a technicality or not, I think it just had to be, it was just dismissed. I do not believe that he gave her a settlement. Because you can't put up all this fight and say that you're not going to let him do X, Y, and Z. Because mind you, here's the problem: is Jay-Z did a settlement. I don't know if you guys remember, Tony Buzbee has other lawsuits lined up, and it's supposedly supposed to involve Jay-Z. He has other lawsuits lined up. So if he was to settle with this girl, Tony Buzbee is definitely going to keep filing lawsuits. You know what I mean? So that wouldn't help him out. So one, the reasons why I believe that he did not issue a settlement is because one, he has an open lawsuit suing Tony Buzbee. And then secondly, if he settled with this girl, then that would give Tony Buzbee like that. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but he more than likely he'd be all like, okay, well now I can file more lawsuits because he's just going to settle. So no. And you know what the crazy part is? I just figured, okay, you're suing somebody high profile, right? Wouldn't you want to make sure you had all your eggs in your basket? Because remember when after the interview with the alleged victim, everybody was all like, oh, no, we ain't believing this. Like, we all questioned it. We were like, oh, this is a scam, right? And then Tony Buzbee came out and said, oh, there's more information. There's going to be more coming out soon. And then nothing ever came out. And so it was kind of like, all right, that's all you had was her story that had a whole bunch of inconsistencies, the whole her being 13, some 20-year-old dropped her off. She watched on the Jumbotron out of Radio City Music Hall, but there was no Jumbotron. Then somebody in a limo told her, hey, there's a party, so let me take you to this party somewhere in Jersey. And then and then that's where the thing happened. And then she runs to a gas station. Where's the gas station? It was just too much. And then the friend who dropped her off, she said was unalive, is not here anymore. And then the dad said he doesn't even remember the story. So there was too much going on and too many inconsistencies where, yeah, it just wasn't believable. I would definitely not settle with something that I knew was going to be a lie. And mind you, Jay-Z was fine with going. Don't forget, he said, let's take it to court. If I did this, let's take it to court. And I think there's another larger conversation that we're not having. I think because somebody's labels themselves as a high-powered attorney, that means that they're right in everything. No, all attorneys are crooked. They all get a check. So don't ever think they're doing this out the kindness of their hearts. That's where you get the Tyrone Blackburns. That's where you get the Ariel Mitchells. They're all crooked. So with that being said, you have to think about this. The case with Astroworld against Travis Scott, that got settled. And mind you, he had 120 victims and only one of them got a settlement. But there's still other cases that never came to fruition, right? Then you have Deshaun Watson, and he had about 22 victims, right? The only reason why the 22 victims ended up getting their settlement is because the NFL wouldn't let Deshaun Watson play. And so he could play the following year. He just all like, all right, let's go ahead and settle. So Tony Buzbee is with the notion that, hey, if I make these lawsuits and I get so many victims, I'm going to go ahead and get a settlement and we'll be good. That doesn't mean that he's a great lawyer, because we don't talk about the case where he represented that woman who got a DEI for running over those 2 children. and they were unalived after she ran him over, and he was trying to defend her. Now, that is his job to defend his client, but some of the nasty shit that he was saying, he deserves to go to hell. And we haven't even talked about that. Let me know if y'all want to know about that case. I'll do a separate video on that. Yeah, that guy is a nasty piece of work. He's not this good-hearted individual. And say whatever you want to about Jay-Z. I'm fine with saying that Jay-Z probably has done some things that are questionable. I'm not denying that. I feel like when you say in this case that it's a lie, everybody takes it that you're saying that, oh, Jay-Z is a god, or he can't be without flaws or anything like that. And that's not what I'm saying at all. However, I think there's a little bit of anti-blackness. Let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm gonna do in this topic, I'm gonna do a separate video on it. So, we always talk about the Illuminati, right? We say Jay-Z and Beyonce are a part of the Illuminati, they're devil worshippers, all this stuff. We've heard it. Put a 1 in the chat. You heard that before, right? Here's the thing. I only hear about black people being a part of the Illuminati. Why don't we ever hear about the Caucasians being a part of the Illuminati? So we're gonna do categories. So we're gonna do Group A, Group B, right? And we're gonna take a vote. So Group A has Jay-Z, Beyonce, Oprah, Tyler Perry. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Oprah, Tyler Perry, right? And Group A. Then we got Group B. Group B, guess who we're gonna put in Group B? We're gonna put Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Musty. We're going to put Mark Zuckerberg, and we're going to put Donald Trump. Okay, so this is Group B with Elon, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Donald Trump, and this is Jay-Z, Beyonce, Tyler Perry, and Oprah, right? Which group do you think is probably more corrupt? Group A or Group B? Let's go. Okay, there was only a few people who said A. Some of y'all said both. Okay, that's fair. There's only a few people that said Group A. Why do you say Group A? Because let me tell you. So we're under the belief that, and the reason why I put those people in the category, right? So we're under the belief that Jay-Z, Beyonce, Oprah, and Tyler Perry sold their soul to the devil, right? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We believe that they sold their life to the devil or whatever, right? But Group B, we don't think they sold their souls to the devil. We just think that honestly, because they're all Caucasian, that they earned their money and they got their money the right way. So we're under the belief of that these people got their money the right way. But these people over here in Group A, they couldn't work hard and, work on themselves and really get it out the mud, because Group A didn't come from money. But it seems like we're so quick to put the black people in the Illuminati. Like, it's unthinkable that black people can't get ahead. And the reason why I bring this up also too as well first let me read this. Thank you, Stephanie. Tell it because black success is least just as due, but overwhelmingly more so due to talent, excellence, and heart. Ding 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 ding. Thank you. Why did it take a Caucasian in the chat for y'all to get it? What I'm going with, right? Ding 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 ding. So we're under the assumption that they could not work hard and, to get where they are. We're under the assumption that there's no possible way. The only way that they could have done it is they sold their soul to the devil. Because if we take those out, right? We take Tyler Perry, Beyonce, all of them. Okay, let's put in Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Byron Allen. Who's another black billionaire? I don't want to use Kanye or Diddy because that's kind of outside. But I would even put Kanye and Diddy in there. So we're just under the assumption that only black billionaires are corrupt and not the white ones. Yes, Nate, I agree. LeBron James, there we go. Why didn't I think of LeBron? Duh. We just think of them. Why do Jeff Bezos and everybody else get a pass, but it seemed like the melanated ones have to be corrupt, and that's the only way that they could have got it? And mind you, Byron Allen is a whole media company, so he's not even technically Hollywood. He owns the Weather Channel, all the Judge channels. That's how he got his money. So the black people have to sell their souls. And again, am I saying that these people can't be corrupt and they haven't done anything? Trust me, we've done our research. Yeah, they have their faults, right? But we're going to say that the Jeff Bezos, the Elon, the Marks, the Trumps, and all of those people are good-hearted people and they got their money honestly. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. And black successful people were never called the Illuminati or elitists. Only white people can be elitists because they have the power and the money and the influence, right? Only white people, because there are a majority of them that have the wealth and everything like that. So they would be the elitists. Black people, no matter how rich they are, can't be elitists. They're not going to be in that whole secret society. They're not going to let no colors in no secret society. I don't even think, we got to use our brain when we think about this. They're not even going to be welcome in that whole secret society that y'all even talking about. The secret society, or the society that they're in, is called the black bourgeoisie. If you do your research back to, the 60s and 70s, it was called the black bourgeoisie. That's where the whole term, you acting bougie and stuff like that. It comes from that. The black bourgeoisie, the black people who actually had money. And, sometimes they did think that they were better than black people who were poor, They were called the black bourgeoisie. They were never called the Illuminati. That was just something I feel like was propagated. And because, let's be honest, when black people talk negative about black people, it does numbers. Why do you think there's a Candace Owens? If you think Candace Owens talk positively about black people, do you think Candace Owens would be as big as she is? Yes or no? Again, if Candace Owens talked positively about black people, do you think she would be as big as she is now? Let's talk about it. Let's wake it up. Charleston. Oh, we can put Charleston White in there too. Charleston White. Now, Charleston White is just the all-time coon because Charleston White being with the Confederate, like his thing, he knows what gets him money. He knows that a check comes with acting ignorant like that. Like for example, and I wouldn't put Dr. Umar in this category, but um I I don't know. Say if there was like a white person, and there are, um, say if there was like a white person that talks shit about white people and stuff like that. Um, I don't know if that person would be propagated like that. I think if anything, their voices would only go so far. But when you have like the Charleston Whites and you have the Candace Owens, those voices, listen, that white dollar is powerful. Let me tell you, it is powerful. They will invest money in that, talking shit about it. It's sad. They will invest money in that. Why do you think Candace Owens, when she had her baby shower, she had her wedding, it was nothing but white? You mean, listen, Candace knows what she doing. She ain't stupid. Candace might have a black hairdresser, but other than that, you don't see no colors. She the only dot in the middle. It's dot surrounded by a whole bunch of white. And you're like, damn, Candace, you ain't got your like, where's your family? Like, you know, like your black family. You know, like y'all don't ever question that. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Right, Kiki. Right, Kiki. Yeah, Charleston White wants people. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Yeah. So I say all that to say she doesn't have a black hairdresser with that hair. Y'all are crazy. Okay. But I say that all to say we automatically assume that all these black people have to be evil, they have to be corrupt. And with the white ones, we don't say anything. And I feel like that's where Jay-Z fell under. Jay-Z literally fell under, oh, well, he has to be this or that. And again, even with Diddy, another unpopular opinion. Now I'm about to get canceled again. Even with Diddy, do I believe all those lawsuits? No, because obviously the one with the 13-year-old, I don't believe that. So that would be one example. But another thing is, um, dang, I was gonna say this. F it. I'm not gonna save it for a different video. I'm just gonna tell you guys here. This is one of the reasons why I don't believe a lot of the Diddy lawsuits. And I'm not talking about Cassie and Don Richard. I'm not talking about them. I believe that, right? But a lot of these new people that are coming out the woodworks, especially a lot of the Jane Does, right? Because the lawsuit will say, yeah, and he lathered me with baby oil, and you know, the baby oil had GHB in it, and it made me woozy and lightheaded. Here's the thing, and I told my members this: GHB can only be consumed two ways. One is orally, and the second one is anally. So either you put it in your mouth or you put it in your ass. So that's how GHB can be consumed. So him rubbing you down with baby oil, unless he's you know squirting it in your mouth or in your, you know what? Yeah. But those are the only two ways. GHB is something typically that you consume through your mouth. So when I hear like them say, "Oh, I was rubbed down with baby oil and then I fell out," I'm all like, "No, no, 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 no. That's not how it works. That no, no. That's not how. Yeah, you just can't rub it on your skin and it gets. That's not how. No, no. So people are, you know, running with these things. Yes, please misspell them. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, well, so is alcohol intake. Right, right. So all those things that people are saying about they were rubbed down with baby oil and then that's how they got drunk, that's not how it works. No. People were saying the the oil can be enabled. Enabled it to be absorbed through the skin. So that's what they're trying to say. Because here's the thing: a lot of people talk about, oh, well, the baby because it started out with a TikTok about the baby oil, and the girl was saying, "Oh, GHB was in the bottles. It wasn't actual baby oil. It was GHB." And people got that from the lawsuit because the lawsuit had said they found 1,000 bottles of lubricant and baby oil and lubricant. So it could have been 999 plus one lubricant, right? But everybody just ran with 1,000 bottles of baby oil and they was like, oh, I got GHB in it, blah, blah, blah. No, in the lawsuit, it did not list that GHB was found in the baby oil. GHB and other substances was listed, and then there was another line when it came to baby oil and lubricants. Mind you, the defense has, well, not the defense, the prosecutors have not even said what that baby oil was used for. They have not said, yes, it's confirmed that there's GHB in the baby oil. They did not say that, because if it was, why wouldn't they just flat out say that? They would have just said he put GHB in the baby oil. That was on two separate lines. And I don't even think the lines were back to back like that. The raid listed the baby. Yes, it did list the baby oil, but it did not say GHB was in the baby oil. The lawsuit did not say that. GHB is a depressant. I do know that. But you can't just be oiled down with baby oil and then get a high from it. That's no, we know about hemp, we know about marijuana creams, we know about that, right? But we're talking about GHB. That is something completely different. GHB is GHB. Marijuana is marijuana. That's two different things. And also, too, in Cassie's lawsuit, she talks about the different drugs and pills that Diddy, substances that Diddy had her on and stuff like that. She never said in her lawsuit, yeah, he would spray me with baby oil to get me high. She never said that. Everybody ran with the GHB from that one TikTok, and then they ran with it because it said it in the lawsuit. But they were not together. They were not saying, oh, there was GHB in the baby oil. It did not say that. But now everybody has, yeah, they basically ran with it. So again, when I hear that stuff, I'm like, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. No. Like I said, the two ways, through the anus and through the mouth. Right, King, it's put in a drink. Now, when it says, oh yeah, I was slipped something in my drink or the drink tasted bitter, we know that GHB is colorless, but it has a bitter taste. That, okay, that makes sense. But some of these with the rub me down with baby oil. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. No. And again, have I ever done? No, I have not done it. So I don't know this through experience. I know this through looking it up. Oh, you know what? See, we got sidetracked from Jay-Z. Hold on. Let me read you Jay-Z's statement real quick. Hold on. Because, like I said, even though in the dismissal, it did not list Jay-Z as saying Jay-Z or Sean Carter was dismissed, it's been confirmed. So let me go ahead and pull it up right here. One moment. So Jay-Z said, today is a victory. The frivolous, fictitious, and appalling allegations have been dismissed. This civil suit was without merit and never going anywhere. The fictional tale they create, damn. The fictional tale they created was laughable. If not for the seriousness of the claims, I would not wish this experience on anyone. The trauma that my wife, my children, and my loved ones and I have endured can never be dismissed. This 1-800 lawyer gets to file a suit hiding behind Jane Doe, and when they quickly realize that the money grab is going to fail, they get to walk away with no repercussions. The system is failed. Damn. The court must protect victims, of course, while with the same ethical responsibility, the courts must protect the innocent from being accused without a shred of evidence. May the truth prevail for the victims and those falsely accused equally. And then Alex Spiro said, the false case Jay-Z that never should have been brought has been dismissed with prejudice. By standing up in the face of the heinous and false allegations, Jay has done what few can. He pushed back. He never settled. He never paid one red penny. He triumphed and cleared his name. So they're saying that he didn't pay anything, you guys. That's why I wanted to read that. They're saying he didn't pay nothing. So there you have it. He's saying he didn't pay nothing, but they fought back and pushed back. And I think the reason why they're able to carry on with the Diddy case still is, well, with Diddy, I mean, is because Diddy got bigger fish to fry. Like, which one you gonna pay to? The federal case that's gonna end you up in 25 years in jail, or the civil case that you got to pay a little money to? Yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to the federal case. So again, that's one of the reasons why I believe it hasn't been dropped with Diddy. But with this whole case, you know, and I'm wondering too, say if other celebrities are put in here, are they going to be able to get themselves dismissed and then still just leave Diddy with the suit? I mean, that would be the best thing for them to do. I like the way Jay-Z was able to do it, because still it's like, hey, that's on Diddy to clear his name, but I'm just going to clear mine. I feel like if Jay-Z did it the right way, that would be the best way to do it. Like, not get the whole thing thrown out, but y'all like, hey, I'm dismissing myself. Y'all do what y'all do with Diddy, and I'm gonna go ahead and head out over here. I think that was the best thing to do. Even the people who saying, oh, well, the 13-year-old still believes to be heard. And first of all, she's not 13 anymore. And then second of all, if you watch that interview, there's no way in hell you telling me that you thought that it was real. You looked at it and was all like, something ain't right about this. And like I told you guys, I think it's okay to question. I think some of us get in this echo chamber of where if you question anything, you're victim shaming. No, if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Just like how I talk about the whole GHB thing. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. But at least you need to back it up with something. You just don't say, oh, somebody's a liar. But like I said, I did my research and I looked and I was all like, okay, this is why it's not making sense to me, because I've never heard this before. And again, listen, is anybody here a doctor? If a doctor can tell me GHB is consumed through the skin, like, listen, I'll listen to the doctor. If the doctor tells me, yeah, AT2, all you got to do is pour it on yourself and rub it, and that's it. Now, I will say this: if you're seeing that GHB was in the bottles, like say they poured the baby oil out and then they put GHB in there, then okay, I would understand what you're saying. But if you're saying they mix it with baby oil and all that stuff, then no, I can't hop on that. No. And thank you, Demetria, for reminding me. Please hit that like button. So, where do we go from here? Because a lot of people were banking on a lot of these Tony Buzbee lawsuits, including Jaguar Wright and the Courtney Burgess and the rest of them. You hear Jag talk about all the time how, oh, there's going to be more cases. Well, hell, you hear some of these YouTubers saying that too. There's going to be more cases. But anyway, you keep hearing, oh, there's going to be more. Everybody's going to come forward. It's going to be this and that. And nothing has came from it. Nothing has came from it. It's like nobody is actually, listen, you can file as many lawsuits as you want to. Unfortunately, there's not a limit on it. But you cannot say that each and every case you believe without actually vetting it, without actually looking into what is being said or what is being alleged. Because let me tell you something about the Diddy lawsuits that I feel uncomfortable. Well, actually, all the lawsuits, because the one including Jay-Z was the same. I have a problem, and y'all can call me a racist or whatever. I don't give a damn. But I have a problem how the black people gotta out themselves and put their name out there and show that they're a real person. But the Caucasians, and I'm not, now let me know if you notice this. The lawsuits with the Caucasians, they've been under Jane Doe's. But the ones with you blacks, they've been having to say their name. Put a 1 if you notice that. The ones with the Caucasians, they've been Jane Doe's. But the ones with the blacks, they've been having to put their name. Y'all make it make sense to me. Y'all call me a racist, but y'all don't want to point out the obvious. When the Jane Does get revealed, they're all revealed to be white. That's just very suspicious. Now, I looked up the history of Jane Doe. Now, Jane Doe, the thing about Jane Does, they're always presumed to be white, but they don't have to be white, right? But I feel like in a lot of these cases, when the Jane Does that get unmasked, they all happen to be white. And I'm all like, why are they all white? Like, a few things I think it could be. They put blacks full. Yeah, right. Yeah, it'd be like Tyrone, blah blah blah, Letitia, blah blah blah. Yeah, they put their whole name. They put their whole name. They give you a descriptive and everything. They be having pictures. They don't be having the black lawsuits. They don't be having no blur on it. They be full picture. The white ones, it's always a blob on it. It's always some kind of blur. Why is that? Stephanie, where your ass at? Don't be hiding because we talking about your people. Where you at, Stephanie? Why are the white ones always hidden, but the black ones, they let you know? They let you know. No, why Stephanie ran away? Hold on. Let me call her real quick. You ain't gonna run away when I'm asking a good ass question. Hold on. Get your ass over here. Hold on. How dare you try to run away from me? Can y'all hear it? Hey, you live right now. Why you ran away?
I'm still alive. I was doing some research for you, cuz.
Oh, okay, you doing research. Okay.
So
Okay.
Can y'all explain saltines? Can y'all explain saltines?
No, I cannot. I cannot
saltines?
explain them.
Why can't I? We didn't explain saltines, and y'all can't. That's too big of a challenge. I'm not ready for that challenge. That's above my pay grade.
Right, they can't be explained. But you know, I know historically Jane Does are presumed to be white, but they don't have to be. It's kind of like a bias or whatever. But
Yeah.
like with what I'm saying is, and it's true. When the Jane Does are uncovered, they all happen to be white, and I'm all like, wait a minute. Now, I'm not saying that white people aren't around, like they are around, right? But it just happened that all these lawsuits against Diddy and all of them, why are they all white, the Jane Does, but the black ones, we know when they black.
Yeah, I mean, that's true because when we finally found out one of the Jane Does or whatever in the TI allegations, that was a white woman.
Mm-hmm.
And the allegations against Charlamagne the God, we knew who that was, and it was a black woman.
Yeah, that was a black woman. Yeah, the Charlamagne one. Uh-huh.
Exactly. We knew who she was. She was never a Jane Doe. We knew who she was from the jump. And then let's see, the only ones I could think of that were Jane Does that were presumed to be black were the Jane Does in the R. Kelly criminal allegations.
Right. Those one were. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's the only time I can think of it, though. I'm telling you, that's the only time I can think of it. And what else is kind of interesting? Well, not interesting. It's the it's really unfortunate. Not unfortunate is not the right word. It's fucked up, is what it is. Sorry for cursing, but we knew who those Jane Does were. It was pretty obvious. Like we knew which one was Aaliyah. We knew which one was, one of the other women in the documentary. Like their identities weren't really covered because the case had had so much publicity that it was, by the time it went to court, it was being tried. It was pretty, everybody knew who those Jane Does were.
Yeah, because the 15-year-old, that one was Aaliyah. Yeah, we knew that.
Right.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You can put together pretty much everybody that was the Jane Does. So and then these with the white Jane Does, sometimes it really is a mystery.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's something that I want to look into further. But thank you, Steph. Make sure you come back to the chat. All right, that was Stephanie, y'all. I was calling her. She said she wasn't running away. She was doing research. But thank you, Wes. I appreciate it. He said sue Buzbee and get him sanctioned. That's what Jay-Z is trying to do. So that was my other point, you guys. With Jay-Z, he didn't drop the case that he has independently against Tony Buzbee. He still has that case up. That's why I'm all like, that doesn't make any sense for him to give that girl a settlement, the 13-year-old, quote unquote. That doesn't make any sense because why would she give him why would he settle with her if he has a whole lawsuit against Buzbee where he's basically saying like, yeah, he's an ambulance in so many words. I don't know the technical terminology, but he's an ambulance chaser. He's just trying to get him a quick payday. And this is the other thing too. I noticed that Diddy has been doing it. You know how Diddy is suing everybody, putting those documentaries out against him. What was the latest one? It was CBS that Diddy was suing. Who was he suing, you guys? But it's a couple of them. The one on Peacock, and then another one that he's suing because they're basically saying that, yeah, he one of them alluded to him killing Kim Porter, like, well, we all think he got something to do with it. Like, we ain't gonna, I ain't gonna sit up here and lie about it. However, there was other quote unquote victims that were in there, but a lot of their claims were already disproven. NBC Universal, thank you. Yeah, that's who. Yeah, Paramount. Yeah, Paramount, NBC. Yeah, they're all tied together. Oh, the ID special too. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, he's suing all of them, right? Because they're just putting out information. And one of the things that I was actually shocked about was that in a lot of those documentaries, at least the two that I've seen, it was nothing new. Like basically, I felt like those documentaries, they watched us on YouTube and then put it in a documentary form. Like, did you guys feel like if y'all watched any of those documentaries, did you feel like you learned something new? Yes or no? When you watched those documentaries, did you feel like you learned something new? Because all of them seem like the shit we already heard on the YouTube. Like none of it was new. Because I mean, I'm figuring if it's a big production, I'm expecting to hear some new shit. And I'm gonna tell you something else too. With the 50 Cent documentary, with these because of these other two, I'm not really expecting much. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Allie Carter needs to be, yes, I believe Allie Carter needs to be sued as well too. She always, here we go again. She always talking about children in a tunnel, but yet she ain't lead us to the tunnel so we can save the kids. Why are you online talking about kids in tunnels and shit like that? And mind you, it's not like she's saying some mysterious tunnel that we don't like. She names the places of where the tunnels are. Okay, well, if you know the names and places of where the tunnels are, why can't we just go there? Or why haven't you called the police and say, hey, they're there? I forgot the places, but they're in LA though. Because you know she lives in California, right? They're somewhere in LA. Oh, the AI channels? Yeah. That's why TD Jakes is suing all those AI channels. Because they just say shit. They just say random shit. They need to be sued as well, too. Sue them AI channels. Interesting. I wonder why TMZ is not being sued. Because allegedly, Darlene, I heard TMZ is in bed with Diddy. I heard that. You know, of course, they gotta, continue and say shit. But also, don't forget, Diddy's lawyer was going on TMZ to defend him. So that's still a vessel to get his message out. You still need the media. No matter how the media does you, you still need the media. You still need them. So TMZ is a vessel for him to put, his lies and shit out there, and try to defend himself. Don't forget that. They're going to always use the media. Hey, now, don't sue me. Oh, yeah, don't sue me either. Did somebody put my name in there? Don't sue me either. But yeah, some of these YouTubers I can expect. Courtney Burgess has been named, but he has not been listed as a defendant. But I believe Tony Burgess is not Tony. Courtney Burgess is coming, and I believe Jaguar Wright is going to be hit with something too. Once we see a lot of these civil cases wrap up, oh yeah, they're definitely going to hit them. Because notice with Jaguar Wright, you can even put Allie Carter, but all these other conspiracy theorists, they haven't really talked about celebrities like they used to. There's a reason for that, because they're nervous. They're nervous because the celebrities are now fighting back. Everyone thought Jay-Z was going to do a Diddy and just fall back and just let the cards fall where they may. Nah, he came out strong. That was the first time in a while I seen a celebrity come out strong. Like, nah, we ain't playing this shit. Everybody else tried to sweep it under the rug and be quiet. No, Jay-Z was all like, let's put all the cards on the table. Let's do it. I can't be mad at him for that. He had every right to defend himself. And especially if you know the story ain't adding up. Like I said, now tell me Foxy Brown came out and said she was suing Jay-Z. Oh, listen, Foxy Brown ever come out and say Jay-Z did X, Y, and Z? Who am I to say it's not true? But a random Smojo that can't get their story straight, I'm not hopping on that. I'm sorry. I can't hop on that. No. Someone we don't know. And mind you, we don't know Cassie or Don Richard and Dame Dash. We don't know them, but we're familiar with who they are, and we know that they're connected. Like, I don't know if I can just believe somebody who happened to go to a Diddy party is telling the truth. Just like Adria English. Like, yeah, she was photographed in the Vibe magazine and stuff like that, but who are we to say that she was an actual victim? And I think once she started talking and she started coming out here saying certain things, that's it kind of turned us all off. You know? Does anybody still believe that Adria is a victim? You can be honest. I'm not going to shame you or nothing. Yes or no? Do you think Adria English is still a victim? Oh, Nate, that's a good question. I don't know. That is a good question. I wonder that too. He definitely should sue Buzbee. Yeah, ish. She was at work. Okay. I think Atwood has been platforming these known liars for a reason. Get them all in one bit. Oh, Shannon, you think you know what? That explains why he took down so much of his Diddy content. He might actually be the ops. And you know, Jag is always, and Shannon, I'm glad you brought that up because Jag is always saying, oh, this person is a troll. You know how she say we're all a part of the troll farm, right? Are we a part of the troll farm, or do you just not like what we're saying? Because remember, when somebody, when she has a falling out with somebody, she automatically says they were trying to infiltrate her brand and all this other stuff. And oh, they're working with the troll farm and they're trying to get information out of us, blah, blah, blah. Well, it sounds like you might be working with the trolls and don't even realize they trolls. Are they going to ever tell you they trolls? No. But you done called everybody trolls, so we don't know who's a real troll and who's not one. You set yourself up for that one, homie. Right. If you don't agree with her, she automatically makes you a troll, right? Don't forget that. Also, too, something else that I wanted to mention. I do not have a problem with Natanya Rubin. I never questioned whether or not Natanya Rubin was a victim, but it's been brought to my attention and I seen it for myself. I had to shift through all that long ass live that Maggie did. But Maggie was trying to say that I'm trying to attack Natanya Rubin because I was telling her to stay out of it. I don't think I was trying to attack her. If anything, I was trying to show her respect and let her know, virtually at least, that hey, you might want to back away from this situation because what Jag and them are telling you is not true. And of course, you're defending your friend. You should. But also, just because your friend is in some drama doesn't mean that you should give your commentary or hop into the fight. That's what I was coming off as. Listen, Natanya can do whatever she want to do. I am completely fine with that. But I hope one day that somebody would sit me down and be all like, hey, AT2, you might not want to hop in this one because you don't know all the ins and outs of the conversation, blah, blah, blah. I would take heed to that. I'll be like, okay, thank you. I would not be all like, oh yeah, this and that, and don't be talking about my friend. Listen, your friend is not innocent at all. But I don't hate Netanya. I actually like Netanya when she's talking about politics and things going on in the world. I think she's great at that. I just don't comment in her chat on her channel because, you know, the drama. But I watch. I think I'm actually still subscribed to her channel. What's her channel name? The Dopest Nerd? Hold on, y'all, because I'm still on there. Yeah, I'm still subscribed. I didn't unsubscribe. Why would I unsubscribe? She ain't done nothing to me. Mary said they need a sue Jag. Yes, they definitely do. And I think with Netanya, again, they're using her. And the reason why they're using her is because we know Netanya is an actual victim. We know that. We're not questioned by that. It's been proven. And she got a settlement. So we know that, yes, she was a victim. That's without a doubt. That's without a question. However, people like Jag, the Maggies, the this, the that, they want to attach to Netanya because she gives them legitimacy. She gives them legitimacy. That's why they want to attach to her. And I'm not saying that they don't actually like her. I'm not saying that. Let's be clear. I'm not saying they don't actually like Netanya, but she gives them legitimacy. Remember when Lamisha was trying to go over there with Netanya? Because she gives her legitimacy. Excuse me. Now, what's funny about that is with Netanya, she was able to figure that one out. But with Jag, she can't figure that one out. Y'all, I'm just saying. I ain't trying to be arrogant, but I'm just saying. When so you can figure out Lamisha, but you couldn't figure out Jag? I mean, I'm just saying. I thought you would be able to figure out both of them because, I mean, yeah, the math don't be mathing. It don't be mathing at all. I'm looking for it. Listen, Maggie don't want to know. That's the thing. Don't forget that. Maggie does not want to know. She wants to be blind. Hey, and at this point, I'm all like, let her be blind. If she wants to be ignorant, let her be ignorant. She don't want to know better. She don't want to do better. She wants to be ignorant. She is willfully ignorant, as they say, you know, willfully ignorant. She does not want to think for herself or have any questions about anything Jag tells her. She literally follows her command. Her whole channel has been dedicated to Jag and pushing Jag's narrative. If she like it, I love it at this point. But don't lie on me and say that I'm trying to attack Netanya. Don't say that. Also, they're still peddling around that whole lie about Ada and stuff like that. Listen, I'm already over it. But I will say this. If Ada wants to speak for herself, she can come out and speak for herself. Until then, everything's still a lie, and I don't believe it. And maybe if Ada even comes out and speak, I still probably won't believe it. Because we've seen the proof. We've seen the evidence that it was all a lie. Again, Ada is Jag's way of being able to attack people and being able to have a different storyline that doesn't involve any celebrities so she don't get sued. Don't forget that. That's the real reason. One, because she can't talk about these celebrities like she used to, so she has to fight with YouTubers. And two, because she wants to use this storyline to continue her lifespan on YouTube. Because, again, no one's caring about none of the stuff that she's talking about. They all know it's a lie. They all know it's bull. No one is being tricked anymore. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we know that. And I even heard something about them asking for donations for Ada and her husband. And listen, be careful with all that. Do what y'all want to do, but don't donate and then have regret. Everybody already gave y'all a warning. So if y'all want to continue to give them money, listen, go right on ahead. I'm not even going to say don't give any money. Go right on ahead. I try to warn you, and there's plenty of other people that try to warn y'all. If y'all still want to give money, hey, that's on you. I can't do anything else. What's up, Couture Bay? That's a good question. Notice in another Jaguar lie, notice how she doesn't talk about how she hasn't got her money from YouTube anymore. Remember the whole thing? Oh, YouTube didn't give me my money and all that stuff. And a lot of y'all were saying, oh, it's because she's been kicked out of YouTube. And I'm like, y'all, she didn't use her name on that YouTube account. Like, yes, it's her name, the real Jaguar Wright or whatever, but the lady ain't that stupid. She put it underneath Odell's name. Just know she got that money. The reason why she was saying they didn't get paid and stuff like that is because they wanted to fool you guys, so then you can continue to give them money. That's why. And remember, don't forget when I busted her out and I was like, "Oh, she doesn't have an address and she didn't and she probably didn't put the PIN number in, because you're supposed to give your address and then they send you the PIN number and then you set it up." Remember? And then she went on her channel and she was like, "AT2, how would you know unless you were working with YouTube?" Oh, so I was telling the truth. See? And listen, I'm not even being cocky like I know everything. Just know, I've been on this platform for a minute. So the only thing that changes is the characters. The storylines are always the same. The characters change. That's it. The characters. But you can literally plug whatever YouTuber name in the different storylines that go on this platform. It's all going to end up the same. They don't change. I'm late on this, but I found some relevant information on this tunnel. BS, drop the link. Ooh, okay. I wonder, Stephanie, is it still the same basis of like what I was talking about, how they kind of get people swoon in with this stuff? Because remember, I was telling you guys what Jag is saying, in that whole Sean Atwood sector, they keep talking about the children. We're trying to save the children. But yet, what children have they saved? Can anybody list any of the children that group of people over there have saved? They always say we're saving the children, but I never see any children that have been saved. Yes, please hit the like button. Thank you. What's up, cuz? Go ahead and sound off.
Hey, cuz. Hey, listen. Do I have an echo?
No, you're good.
Okay, cool. Hey, so I had kind of triggered something in the back of my mind, and I remember something I'd heard about when you were talking about the tunnels. I remember some of the facts about that or the alleged facts that were brought out in a lot of the daycare cases back in the 80s and 90s that were part of the whole, devil panic cases where, a bunch of daycare workers got accused wrongfully of being involved with, devil A, devil ritual A, and gets these kids, and they were all innocent, right? It was just this huge panic that gripped the country. A lot of those daycare cases, especially the McMartin one, which was probably the most famous, they were accused of having tunnels under the daycares that led to other daycares and other places where this devil ritual A would happen, right? And so, they excavated the whole place multiple times, found nothing, and then they hired an archaeologist to go in there and look for the tunnels. The archaeologist they hired said he found them, and then they got 2 more archaeologists to go in and say, look, you're wrong. These are just trash pits from a century ago when you had to bury your trash. That's it. There are no tunnels. And so this whole thing about tunnels is old. It's 30 or 40 years old. And that's just something that has come up again and again and again with this whole devil ritual A, that people are accused of. It's an old trope. They resurrect it every single time, and it's just look, when are we going to let this die? This stuff is not real. It's never been real. It's not something that people do. It's not a way people get famous. It's not a way people get wealthy. It's not a way that, people enjoy themselves. This is ridiculous. And we just stop it with this, with all these lies and misleading and deceiving people with this shit, with this, bad information. I was about to curse on your platform again. Sorry.
Right. Oh, don't worry. You've been giving me money, so thank you. But because people like to cuss and they don't be giving you no money. Don't get on my platform and start cussing and don't give me no money. But no. What I wanted to say is, that goes into what I was saying about how we just believe everybody's is satanic, and it's all well, damn. If I ever make it big, are y'all gonna say that about me? And like I said, when I did the whole test about these black billionaires versus the white billionaires, which group do we believe? And even some people were saying that group B was group A with the black billionaires were more corrupt than the white ones. And I'm like, wait, hold on. Why do you think that?
Yeah. Back in the 80s when this all started with the devil ritual A, it was actually, it was white people first, right? With that stuff, because it was the heavy metal, it was the Dungeons and Dragons, it was the that was the start of this whole satanic or devil panic, and it was, it came out of panic about rock music, panic about people, moms being in the workforce more, and leaving their kids with the daycares. That was all it built off this cultural panic, right? And people, teenagers being left alone to kind of do whatever they wanted, and so the parents weren't able to control their activities, and so they were worried about the Dungeons and Dragons. They were worried about the heavy metal. They were worried about being goth or being emo or whatever, right? And so you remember the whole thing after Columbine with the trench coat mafia? Same thing, right? And so I just would say, don't take a page out of our book. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't, because a lot of people, even not even really celebrities, but a lot of average everyday people went to the joint over this, and they were found innocent later, but not after, they were some the ones from here in Austin did 20-something years before they were released, and they were totally innocent. And it's just look, if it's too hard to believe, that's because it's not true. If it don't make sense, it's because it's nonsense. Just don't fall into it's salacious. It's fun to believe. It tickles the reptilian part of your mind. That's ooh, that's we find that stuff entertaining, right? But that doesn't mean it's the truth.
Oh wait, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is the stuff that they do in the dark, they're not going to put it in front of your face. If anything, that's going to be hidden. And it's not going to be some tunnel under some house or underneath some kind of major building or something like that. That's what a lot of people are, it's all no, it wouldn't be plainly in your face. And if it was that easy, why haven't the cops went down there to that building that you said it was at? You know what I mean? It's not going to be in front of your face.
Well, but people who believe in conspiracies like this, it just fuels the conspiracy even more, because you'll ask, like, why haven't the cops looked into it? Because they're part of it, right? That's why they haven't looked into it, because they're part of it, And so everything you try to counter, like things that actually make sense when you introduce it into the conspiracy theorists, arguments. It's like, well, they just wrap it into the conspiracy somehow. The cops are part of it. The legal system is part of it. Everybody's a part of it, right? And so you can never really introduce any logic into their arguments, because it's just an illogical frame of reference to begin with.
Right. And by the way, thank you, Wes. Wes said, what happened to her going to Epstein Island and freeing the women? Why hasn't anyone listen? That was red flag number one, when she said she swam over to Epstein Island and freed the girls, and said that she happened to be one of the redacted names. Oh my God.
Yeah, and Moses crossed the Red Sea. She was one of the redacted names that helped him too.
Right. And Princey said, keep Austin weird.
For real. Golly. I mean, I would hate to see that start up again. And I think most people are kind of onto it. I think we may not actually repeat history, but it would just be a shame if we did.
But Stephanie, one part that we forgot to say, the problem with a lot of this is that they'll be talking about how this and that is happening, right, in the press. I mean, like how this stuff is going on, all this satanic stuff, and the kids are being locked up and stuff like that. And they'll mention they were there. And I'm all like, so you didn't tell the police about this? But you were there?
They're in on it, AT2. The police are in on it. That's what they tell you.
And then you'd be like, okay, where's the police report? And then the police report happens to be hidden, or it got destroyed in a fire or something. Like, oh my, like every police report done been destroyed.
Right. Well, the police didn't take the report to begin with, because the police are in on it, right? That's what they would tell you.
Right. And thank you, Teresa. Teresa said the names weren't redacted, only the addresses and the phone numbers. Boom.
There you go.
Liars.
Yeah, she was on the list of guests for the Gettysburg Address too, but her name was redacted.
Crazy. Well, cuz, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you.
Of course. All right. Later, cuz. Love you.
All right, love you too. One more thing. Also, with Ali Carter, a lot of the stuff that she talks about is a lot. Remember that QAnon group? With the Pizzagate and all. Yeah, they started all that. So with that whole QAnon conspiracy, that's what Ali Carter. A lot of this stuff that she says, because she talks about Michelle Obama having a dick, and Joe Biden and Obama did things to her. It's fucking weird. It's weird. So again, with that girl, I don't believe a lot that she says. Like, I just kind of take it with a grain of salt. That's why I don't even try to listen to it. I listened to a little bit of the mama talking, and then I was kind of like, okay, this is enough. Like, I didn't need to hear anymore. Like, weird. But hey, believe what you want to believe. But please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I appreciate every single one of y'all for being here. I love y'all. If I don't go live tonight, happy Single Awareness Day, aka happy Valentine's Day if I don't go live later. But I love y'all. Be safe. We out. Deuces, y'all.